Hello, how do you do? Hello, how do you do? I got a couple books I want to show you today. One's for me and one might be for you. I got a message recently from a good fella named Jason Geis. I think it's Geis, G-E-I-S, Jason Geis. A message from a good fellow asking me if I had any copies of the book called DUNE. Ever hear of it? And I said, actually, it's funny you should mention that. I've got a copy of DUNE coming directly from Easton Press. And he said, holy cow, how's that possible? I was going to see if you wanted a copy. I've got an extra one. I've got one. He was gonna send it to me. What a nice fellow. Gonna give me a gift. And I said, oh, I got one. And he said, well, how about maybe doing a giveaway? So that's one of the things I want to do today. Jason has offered up a copy, an Easton Press copy of DUNE for one lucky winner. We'll talk about that in a minute. And before we do that, I want to show you what my copy of DUNE looks like, because they both came in the mail. One by FedEx. This was the one that came from Easton Press. And then one by UPS. Whoa, dropping things. One of them, this one's the one from Jason. So we'll, I guess we might as well open them both up and take a look. And I'll let you know how you can win, or how you can maybe be able to get one of these here. So that being said, I'm getting a growing collection of Easton Press books. I like the stuff. I like the leather bindings, the spine, the ribs. The spines are ribbed. I like the ribbing on the spines, the whole shebang. It's good for me. So I keep picking them up here, there, and everywhere. And anyway, I'll show you what I got. This one, let's see, I've got, this one was an offer. I think I got an email saying it was one of their collection, having something to do with science fiction or something like that. It's come in the mailbox. And I don't have any nice copies of DUNE. I've got a paperback that I got used at a bookstore just to read, but I don't got any nice copies. And some of the nicer copies that came out I missed out on. So figured I'd add one, and let's take a look and see how she looks. Easton Press's boxes, I've never had a problem with them. Maybe 3, 4, I don't know, that I've gotten from Easton Press, and at first glance it was troubling. But then when I opened it up, they have blank spots we'll see on the end, that some blank spots that help to protect the corners from getting busted up when the boxes get dinged in the mail. And see if I can open it without cutting anything important in here. You got to be smarter than the box. All right, I think I got her. Let's take a look and see what DUNE looks like. Here's what I'm talking about with the packaging. So when the ends of the box might get damaged from being handled in shipping, hopefully the book, of which I'm showing you the spine, ends up coming out unscathed as long as I don't drop it. This is a nice heavy book. Comes wrapped in shrink wrap, and at a first glance is what we look like. Well, let's open it up. See what it looks like without this shiny wrap messing up our view. You gotta get these books out of the wrap. I know a lot of folks like to keep them sealed in the package. If you're a collector and you collect collectible things, a lot of times mint in a mint box is the way you want it. And a lot of folks do the same thing with books. I just don't happen to be one of them. I've grown fond of taking my books out of the shrink wrap, exposing them to the world like a newborn baby, and putting them on my shelves just as such. And I think I've never had trouble with it. Some folks say that you end up with issues with foxing, or where you get stains on the ends of your pages there and stuff. And while I have bought a book or two that was wrapped, and Fox. I've never had a book. I had some books that I had probably almost 20 years, kept them in shrink wrap. Of course, it's an air-conditioned house, so there's not humidity and stuff like that. But the only negative side effect I ever had was one time I opened one up, took the shrink wrap off after a few years, and the book was missing the signature page. It was a signed and limited edition. It was missing the signature page altogether, and I was fortunate enough that the publisher took care of me, had some left over, and hooked me up with a book that was completely intact. So here is our Dune by Frank Herbert. The spine, the ribbed spine. I just love that. It looks classy to me, and the artwork on the spine. When you get the books and they have subtle differences like this one, a lot of the Easton Press books, some of them anyway, the artwork on the covers and on the spines, there's nothing particular to the story, and they may tend to blend in, just look like a bunch of random books on the shelves. So you'll see the title but nothing else. But a lot of them, they've got artwork that is particular to the book, and I really like that. Give it a little bit of its own character. So you got the 22 karat gold gilt page ends. You got the built-in ribbon bookmark. Our end papers, it's a textured, I love it, that sound, textured end papers. And let's take a look at these illustrations. I'm not sure what to expect. I haven't done my research on this book, but voila. Looks good, man. Looks good. So this is a Dune Frank Herbert Collector's Edition, bound in genuine leather, the Easton Press, Norwalk, Connecticut. It says, to the people whose labors go beyond ideas into the realm of real materials, to the dry land ecologists, wherever they may be, in whatever time they work, this effort or prediction is dedicated in humility and admiration. So while I got it open, let me show you the typeset on this book. It looks neat. It looks interesting. Rather small, actually, or a small typeset. So I got my copy of Dune getting ready to go on my shelves. Let's take a look and see what Jason sent us, and one of you are going to end up getting one of this one for your shelves. So Jason, compared to some of the a publisher that I've recently dealt with, Jason knows how to package up a book for sure. The box is oversized indeed, and let's take a look and see how it looks inside. I'm pretty confident that Jason has taken care of us to make sure that what we get is in nice shape. If I can get it open, let's see. Let's make sure there's no surprises in here. All right, so let's take a look in here, see what we got. No snakes have popped out yet, but we got bubble wrap. That's what I like. An oversized box, plenty of cushion. People could take notes on how to ship things. And let's see what the difference is between this one and the one I just showed you. And at a glance, it looks like the exact same book. This one is shrink wrap. I'll leave it in the shrink wrap. We won't take it apart, but it appears to be exactly the same as the one I just showed you. So swell. We've already kind of opened it up and seen what it looks like. So thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. You're a good fellow. What I want to do is, for this book, if you will, go to the comments section and note something like, thanks, Jason. Something along those lines. Thank you, Jason. Thanks, Jason, what have you. And we'll, in 1 week, we'll do a drawing. And whoever the lucky winner is, I'll draw on the video and get word to you. And we'll find out where to ship it, and we'll get it going your way. And that's about as simple as I can make it. Anyway, I can't think of anything else to say. I'm pleased, once again, pleased with an Easton Press book that I add to my library. The Easton Press Dune might not be nearly as good as the Dunes that you have in your library, but it's a terrific book now, and it's going on my shelf, and one of you can get a same thing on your shelf. And that's all I can think of. I can't think of any more lies to tell. Comment something along the lines of, thanks, Jason. Thank you, Jason. We'll do a drawing in about a week and get that mother on the road. C'est la vie, baby.